What do you got?
Well, guys, this defense is rock solid up the middle. They've got a Gold Glover at second base who is athletic, agile, and has range second to none.
Manny Machado heads for the box, ready to lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for Baltimore.
Underway at the ballpark this afternoon as the first pitch is in there for strike one.
107.
High pop-up. Ortiz is there for it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Batting second.
Wow, that's got to be a frustrating at-bat right there because you feel like you're all over a pitch, and then maybe your mechanics break down just a little bit. You get underneath it, and it just becomes a harmless pop-up.
In now, Adam Jones, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First delivery to him on the way. And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1. Temperature pretty seasonable for this time of year, 55 degrees at game time. The windup and the 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Corner paint right there, 97 miles an hour. What are you going to do with that?
Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone.
Well, nothing wrong with a pop out and a strikeout when you're out on the mound. And he's saying, I'll take this all game long.
Mark Trumbo gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. In there at the knees, strike one.
Already hitting 98 miles an hour here in the first inning. He's one of the hardest throwers that these guys will see all year long.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Now a chance here from Fenway to take a look at John Farrell's starting lineup card. Who are you focused on, EK?
Well, you really have to appreciate what Jose Altuve brings to this team. He's one of the fastest guys in all of baseball. His speed can be the difference maker. Having that kind of speed on the base path is a huge headache for opposing teams.
Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
Well, things are looking up for these guys to start the ball game. To get a 1-2-3 top half. Then now, leadoff single here in the home half, off to a great start.
Hit hard up the middle. And he wisely just steps on second to get the force play. On to Davis, but too late, and they'll settle for just the one.
He kind of got stuck in an in-between position right here. I don't think he quite knew whether to flip it or step on the bag and take it himself. So he does get the sure out, but no shot at the double play.
Hit hard up the middle, and that'll get down for a base hit.
And you know the hitting coach right now is sitting in that dugout pumping his fist because that's what he's preaching all day, every day. Hit the ball up the middle, hit it hard.
Standing in now, David Ortiz. Here's a swing, and oh, man! Way out of here. So it's a 3-run shot for David Ortiz as the Red Sox have moved out 3-0. Stepping in now, Travis Shaw.
Travis.
Swing and a drive to right center. Hey, that ball's going to be way out of here. Back-to-back home run. Solo shot to right center as the Red Sox open it up even further. It's now 4-0.
And early on here, he's having real trouble locating his pitches. I mean, this is another pitch that's fighting off way too much of the plate. They've roughed him up for 2 home runs already, and we're not out of the first yet.
Jones is in his tracks now, and that's out number 2.
And after the previous 2 balls left the ballpark, once this ball left the bat, he was probably thinking, oh, not again. But luckily for him, this one stays in the yard.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Bogarts will head for second. And he's in there safely. He's got a double. Blake Swihart, the hitter now, with a chance to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Brock Holt will look to provide a little 2-out thunder off the bench as he'll hit with a runner at second and 2 away. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Number 25 there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push it. Brock Holt will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
Number 12.
Chris Davis makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him 0-1.
Well, you got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound. His guy's got him a 4 spot to work with in the first inning, so you got to figure he's going to be out there pounding the strike zone.
And a poor throw, but Ortiz stays with it for the out. Nice play by the big fella.
Second baseman, Jonathan.
Stepping in, Jonathan Scope. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here comes the first pitch. In there, no balls and a strike.
The fastball looks awfully sharp here early on. Sound sharp, too.
Drilled down the line. Throw over to Ortiz, gets him 2 down.
This is where having a good changeup can save some wear and tear on your arm. It takes him just 4 pitches to get the first 2 outs here.
Number 25 steps in now. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. Ryan Hennigan strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
In there, a base hit. And now Jones fires it in off the wall. The relay, and he's going to make it. He's in at second base with a leadoff double. Jose Altuve will stand in now with the runner at second following the leadoff double.
Yep, more hot water here to start the inning, and it's right back into that stretch again. And this is starting to become a theme for him.
Hits it high and deep out to center field. Jones looking up, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Two-run shot to straightaway center as they pile on. It's now 6-0.
Well, just another typical Coors Field game. Balls are flying out of here left and right. That's their 3rd home run already, and something tells me it may not be their last.
Here's Mookie Betts. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. A solo shot here to left as this lead swells to 7-0.
Oh, he's absolutely wearing it out there at this point. I mean, here's back-to-back home runs on top of what he's given up already. Come on, enough's enough.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. As he'll swing and send a line drive out to right field. And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. Ground ball to second. This could be two. Hardy for one. On to first, and Big Poppy set down there. A double play.
Well, this ball is hit sharply, but you'll see the pitch is working its way down in the strike zone, and that's very tough to elevate. It's going to wind up being an easy double play ball.
Into the box now, Travis Shaw. As he lines this one out to center. Jones is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. The Red Sox on top, 7-0. Welcome back to beautiful Colorado as we're set for the top of the 3rd in this one from Coors Field in Denver. Steve Pearce will lead things off here with his guys down 7 in the early going. Steve Lyons, how do you come back from a deficit like that?
Well, I think slowly. I mean, yeah, ideally a 10-run inning would be great, but you've got time on your side. You don't need to try to get it all back at once. Just pack away. A couple runs here, a couple runs there. Get yourself into slam range. That's 4 runs down.
Into the windup and the pitch. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
You see his pitch count here so far. He probably won't get a chance to throw too much longer here in a spring training game.
Swing and a miss as he starts the 3rd the same way he ended the 2nd with a punch out, 1 away.
And, you know, it's pretty safe to say that anytime you give a guy 7 runs of support here in the first half of a ball game, he's probably going to be okay out there. And he gets the first out of this inning here.
Matt Wieters is next as he finds himself behind 0-1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Well, I just don't think he was expecting that one, and it was the perfect time to just take a little off.
And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning. J.J. Hardy will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Orioles still looking for their first hit of the ballgame. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. A little bouncer. That rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Mike Wright will come on now to try and sort this mess out, as he'll likely be asked to go at least a few innings here. Hard hit ball towards the hole, and that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning. Xander Bogaerts will dig in now, the winner of the American League's Silver Slugger Award for shortstop a season ago. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. And they've really got something going here. Runners at 2nd and 3rd to start the inning. Brock Holt is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout.
And I'm sure he'd like a base hit right now here of any sort. But, hey, another fly ball wouldn't be all that bad because he should be able to drive in a run with a sacrifice fly.
But an Adam Bull right to him for the first out.
Not the most convincing way to get the first out here, but he's going to take it. That keeps those runners at second and third, and he's not out of danger yet, especially if guys keep hitting him like this.
In now, Ryan Hennigan. Drilled on the ground to short. Backhanded. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile, the runner is in to score. Well, he thought about going for third, and now that runner's in no man's land out there. Over now, they'll apply the tag between second and third. It's a careless double play, and the inning is prematurely over. A run on 2 hits in the inning for Boston. 3 innings complete. Boston's out in front, 8-0. Manny Machado will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
Grounded up the first baseline. Played on the backhand. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out. Into the box now, Adam Jones. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2.
And, you know, Adam Jones has been selected to multiple All-Star games, so his exploits on the field, of course, they're well documented, but he's also very involved in the community as well.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4. Mark Trumbo digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
First pitch on its way. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1.
A lot of these guys have come into these at-bats trying to be the aggressor, trying to make something happen. But what has happened is that they've swung and missed themselves into some early holes.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Still 8-0. Wade Miley will come on now to try and sort this mess out, as he'll likely be asked to go at least a few innings here. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? And this will find the wall right near the 347 sign. Digging in and looking for more, Mookie Betts. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Well, we'll see how they try to pitch him this time. If he gets another one up there, he may jump the yard again.
Rocket to third, but quick reactions at the hot corner take away a hit, and there's one gone. Mike Trout digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that's swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. A 2-run shot that time for Mike Trout as this lead got even wider.
Now batting, first baseman.
Standing in now, David Ortiz. He pulls this one into right. Trumbo there to make the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The minute he hits that, he's thinking it's a base hit all the way, but one of those situations where You get penalized for hitting the ball too hard. And this stayed up long enough to find the outfielder's glove out there.
And this is going to split the fairway and head out toward the rock pile for extra bases. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
And if you're going to work away with a two-seam fastball, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. Here, as you can see, he starts it on the corner, so you know what's going to happen. It's going to leak right back out over the heart of the plate. And that's a mistaken location, pure and simple.
Movement in the Orioles bullpen now as they've got a left-hander up and throwing. Here's Hanley Ramirez. As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. And that's through into center field, base hit. And Jones puts it on the money. He's out at home plate. So the Red Sox strike for two on the two-run homer. Chris Davis heads for the box to start off the fifth in this one.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game. So just chip away, chip away.
Oh, might not have been where he was hoping to put that pitch, but he somehow gets a swing on it anyway. Strike one.
And even when he's just laying pitches in there, they still swing right through him.
Holt going back to the track. He can't get there in time, and now it hops over the wall for a ground rule double.
Yeah, just their first hit of the game, but he makes it a good one. You see this ball hit out near the wall and then hop right over it. He's into second now with a ground rule double.
Here's Jonathan Scope now as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. The early hit total, about what you'd expect. And there's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. A two-run blast to straightaway right field, and they're now on the board, though still well behind.
Well, all day long we've been talking about how good his location's been. You're going to see where this one was on show track. That's a rare mistake here, and that one's going to wind up costing him 2 runs.
Holt ranges deep into the corner to make the catch for the first out.
You know, that's the thing with throwing a fastball as hard as he does. It makes fly balls travel that much farther off the bat. And this thing gets out there a long ways before it finally gets tracked down.
Steve Pearce is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and he went down in flames, too. Got him on just 3 pitches.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. 2 runs on 2 hits. And no errors for the Orioles so far. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
Believe me, it's way too soon to start worrying about how a guy's hitting. Even though this is 2 strikeouts for him now, spring training is mostly about just getting your body ready for the season, getting used to being in there day after day. I don't think he'll be too worried about his stats. At least he shouldn't be.
And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
And he's really going to have to fight now. You got to take a look.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. But the Orioles strike for 2 thanks to the 2-run home run. Middle of the afternoon here at Coors Field. It's the Red Sox 10. And number 64 is on, and he'll take over on the mound.
Number 64.
Xander Bogaerts will dig in. He doubled his last time.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today, and let's see if they can keep it going.
Now a swing and a fly ball. On the move is Trumbo. And on 1 pitch, he's retired.
Now batting, left fielder, Brock Holt.
Brock Holt will take another shot here. He's flied out and lined out in 2 trips. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This is pulled into right. Trumbo is there. 2 down.
Well, he's now 0 for this one, but he's had a couple of good at-bats mixed in there. Well, these guys have been very aggressive on the fastball so far, and this is another example of it right here. You know, working the count is great and all, but if the guy's going to lay a fastball in there on the first pitch, no reason not to go after it, and he jumps all over this one.
Jose Altuve will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the two-out double. That's in there, base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with two outs.
Now batting,
Mookie Betts digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
Drilled right back up the middle, and that is through into center field, a base hit. In to score is the runner from third. Maybe a little early to start thinking about this, but if you're wondering how rare it would be for a team to score a run in every inning of a ball game, in the American League it's happened just 5 times, most recently by the Royals back in 1998. Back to him, and that's off his leg. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. Red Sox settle for just the 1. 5 innings complete. The Red Sox are out in front, 11-2. J.J. Hardy will come forward now to start out their half of the 6th, and they've found it rough sailing against this starter so far as he's yielded just 2 hits through the first 5.
Not too many hard hit balls there either. He's had them off balance all game.
Swung on and missed that time by Hardy as he finds himself behind 0-2 now. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame. Manny Machado will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. Grounded to third. Throw over to Ortiz, gets him 2 down.
now batting
Adam Jones ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
And Altuve will put the squeeze on this one, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. That won't help much. It's 11-2. Vance Worley will come on now to try and sort this mess out, as he'll likely be asked to go at least a few innings here. David Ortiz will stand in, and as he does, we'll flash you back to the first inning of the ball game. A 3-run shot had him off and running right out of the gate. Hit sharply toward the right side. But this will be taken in at second base. Good positioning for the first out.
Third baseman
Travis Shaw strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Out in front of it, strike one. Line to the right side. Oh, and this goes right past him. Around first, on his way to second now.
up next for the Red Sox.
Hanley Ramirez will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance. This one's hit deep out to left center field. And this will kick off the wall now out near the 390 sign. The runner scores from second. Xander Bogaerts will stand in. He flew out his last time up. High and deep to right center field. Back goes Trumbo. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center as the blowout continues.
You want to talk about an offensive explosion? That's 6 home runs as a team so far. I mean, you might get that once a season. The whole lineup's been absolutely dialed in.
Oh, hit sharply as this is pulled into right. Trumbull is right there as he takes it for the second out.
Catcher, Ryan Hannigan.
Striding into the box, Ryan Hennigan. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
There's a ball ripped toward the gap in left center. Around first, heading for second now. And he is into second base with a double. His third hit this afternoon.
Wow, stay hot, why don't you? He is wearing these guys out. His third double of the game, and I think these guys have seen just about enough of him.
Line drive to left. Into the slide, and he comes up with a great catch to end the inning. A fine sliding catch here will take us to break. More spring training baseball from Florida following this. Welcome back to Coors Field here in Denver. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Call's gone out for a pinch hitter as the left-handed speedster Michael Bourne has grabbed a bat and moved into the on-deck circle now. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. Calling for it, Betts. He's got it one away. Pedro Alvarez will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike one. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't walked a batter to this point. So his control has been really, really spot on so far.
And he'll step off. Chopped foul wide of first. Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2.
Now he's just running right.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. And as Michael Bourne will stick around as he'll take over in right field. Pedro Alvarez will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base. Ryan Flaherty is also into the ball game now as he takes over at second. Mookie Betts will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Bourne is under it to tuck this one away, and it's a 1-pitch out to begin the home half of the 7th. Mike Trout will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. And this is going to be his 4th hit of the game as this should wind up as extra bases. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game. David Ortiz strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line towards center field. Jones is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting,
Travis Shaw will be the batter. He reached on an error and later scored his last time. In the air to center field, and deep back is the center fielder. Back he goes, but this is going to be a home run. Two-run shot to straightaway center, his 2nd of the game, as they just continue to pour it on here.
Talk about everybody having hits. Jeez. I think everybody in this lineup's going to have a home run before this one's done. That's 7 home runs as a team.
Here's the left fielder, Hanley Ramirez. Swing and a long drive again. This one to deep center. Gone. Back-to-back jacks on back-to-back pitches. It's a solo shot for Hanley Ramirez as this lead got even wider.
As a pitcher, and especially as a relief pitcher, you got to have a short memory out there. Here, he gets burned again on back-to-back home runs. Not really what you want to do when you're coming out of the pen.
This is line to left. Number 25 is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. Drew Stubbs is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Drew Stubbs.
And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1. Well, the guy you see right there has been terrific. But will they let him work these final 2 innings?
Well, I think the pitch count is in his favor. Everybody pays a lot of attention to that. So barring a huge spike right here in the 8th, I don't see any reason why he can't get these final 6 outs.
Now batting,
Steve Pearce stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Got him. And that's number 15 for the ball game. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game. And the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ball game. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. 2 runs on 2 hits. 1 error thus far for Baltimore. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. And he struck him out. 16 for the ball game, and the inning is over. Drew Stubbs will stay in the ball game now and take over in left field. Michael Givens will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. And a swing as he pulls this one into right. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning. Now at the plate, Ryan Hennigan. He'll look to keep it going, 3 for 4 so far in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat. Line drive to center field. Jones has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. A good afternoon of spring training baseball thus far as you get a look there at our line score through the first 7. Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Jose Altuve. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. But gloved by the third baseman for the out.
That's a disappointing final at bat there. You figure he probably won't get another shot at finishing off the cycle, but still a very good performance to say the least.
Up the middle and off his leg. And he'll just make the tag himself, and the inning is over. J.J. Hardy will stand in now to begin their half of the 9th in a game that was decided long ago.
Yeah, this is mop-up time out there right now, but hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You got to see this through right to the end of the game.
Manny Machado will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up. Dario Alvarez will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. And with that, I can finally say the 4 words I've had on my mind for what seems like an eternity. This ball game is over. Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. Well, the bats were certainly working in this one, but out of everybody, I'd say this man most deserves to be our top player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs, really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and